Capricorn, if you've been working hard and wondering when recognition will come, this message is for you. Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to your March monthly tarot reading. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your continued support. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss your spiritual guidance. This month brings victory, public recognition, and emotional rewards for everything you've earned. Stick around, my friends, and we'll see what the cards have in store. Hey there, beautiful Capricorn souls. Welcome to your general intuitive tarot reading for the month of March. I hope February wasn't too rough on you. It definitely was interesting, rough energy. And I know I got beat up pretty badly. I'm going to apologize in advance. I still have a cold, and it's taking its toll on me. So I apologize for any clearing of my throat, sneezing, coughing, whatever in my voice. I'll do the best to try to get your messages out, all right? Please remember that these are general intuitive readings, which means that just take what resonates with your heart and leave the rest for somebody else. I've already asked for blessings, so we're just going to take out, and then we're going to get out all the cards, and then we can connect to the energies. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what's going on here. We look at your main messages. You have the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Your overarching energy, or the theme of your month, is this Six of Wands. That's what's at the bottom of the deck there. And so I'm going to say to you, the theme of your month, Capricorn, is all about your victory. It's all about what your victory is for you. For some of you, I feel like it's, what's success for you. For some of you, it's public recognition. But you're looking for your win, okay? You want to win. You win, right? You win. So I feel like your goals are very achievable right now, by the way. You do have some very good cards on this table. I mean, you have the Three of Wands in the clarifiers anyway. You had like the Three of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, and you have two major arcana here clarifying the major arcana. So very interesting here. You have the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Swords there, and the Ace of Swords clarifying the Ace of Cups. So you do have some really good energy on the table, and with the exception of just a little bit of a sticking point here in the third week. But we'll get to that in a second. But I just want you to know that you have a really, really good chance here, or that you You can achieve now this goal, this victory, this win. Okay? And not only are you achieving all of your goals, but you're also you're looking for some kind of acknowledgement of achieving those goals. So whether that's publicly or, from your boss, or you're looking for your results that, that you can be shown that you have some kind of a results and that those are measurable, okay? And that you've managed to attain this. So I do feel for somebody you could be receiving an award. I do feel for somebody you could be receiving a bonus. I do feel for somebody there's the element of potentially um, increase, right? Pay salary increase. For somebody, maybe there's a new job out there. But I feel that a little less so. But at the end of the day, this is your victory. Whatever your victory means to you, and that can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. So take it how it resonates. But I do feel like, part of the Six of Wands is about getting recognition. Like in the traditional Rider-Waite like imagery, this figure who comes riding in on his horse. And, there's palm leaves and people are like cheering this knight on, or this person on. He's coming back from a mission. And so, you get that victory and that recognition from people. Now, what's also very important to note about the Six of Wands imagery is that not everybody in the image is happy for that person. So you do have to realize that there still always is somebody who might not agree or might not want to give you the recognition that you deserve. What's really important here is that you understand that you deserve it, right? And you've managed to, achieve this. You've harnessed your strengths and your talents, and you have done the deed, and you have achieved it. And that is the most important thing, is that you pat yourself on the back. Sometimes you will get a pat on the back by others, and sometimes we won't, okay? So don't let that be the driving factor for you. You know you've achieved this, okay? Now, I'm going to start with this Queen of Swords clarified by the Three of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You have a lot of ideas, my friends. You have a lot of intellectual ambition here. Okay, you are standing here at the edge looking for how you might expand and grow. You're looking to either make a lot of money with this King of Pentacles. You're looking to maybe be a leader here. You're using your discernment with that Queen of Swords. You're learning about how to communicate properly. All right. So there's a lot of intellectual ambition in the first week, Capricorn. Okay. The Queen of Swords, she's showing you how you can earn the recognition. She's telling you that intellectually, all right? Now, some of you, that just means in that first week, you're being very clear about what you want or what you've achieved or how you want to go about this. Some of you are being very decisive. Some of you are being very strategic about how you might get the recognition, how you might show somebody that you achieved this. In other words, you're gathering the evidence to be able to put a case in front of somebody and say, see, I did this and I did this, and here are the results, and here are the measurements, right? Okay. You could also be, for some of you though, just setting boundaries, making some tough calls, okay? All I would say is in this very first week, sort of don't let your emotions cloud your judgment, because, when it really matters, you don't obviously need that, right? But I also feel with this Queen of Swords that, there's definitely some very strong leadership between the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles, right, in that first week. So I would just say that, your communication is going to be spot on. It's going to be fair, and your decision making is going to be using your intellectual authority. All right. And others are going to notice that. And they're going to notice not just what you're achieving, but how you have achieved it through your words, through your communication, through your gathering of the evidence, through using your logic and your intellect. You get into the second week of the High Priestess. It's clarified by the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. Like I said, 3 major arcana there. I mean, if you want to move forward, determined to get this, the universe is with you. Okay? Yeah, absolutely, the universe is with you. But you have to listen to your gut, because your gut is never going to steer you wrong. It's like a behind the scenes kind of tool, the High Priestess is how I like to think of it. Okay? Because your gut is like constantly working. It's not in your conscious mind, it's your subconscious, right? So, you know, the High Priestess, it sort of reveals that a lot of your success is going to come from listening to your intuition, listening to your gut. Your intuitive abilities always keep you on the right path. And when you trust your inner knowing, then you don't have to explain yourself to people. You just act accordingly. Okay. And I would also say, don't explain the process to people. They don't need to know any of that. Okay. But I feel like you're employing some kind of silent, strategic plan here because you're using your gut. Okay. And also, I would say some intuitive timing. All right. Wheel of Fortune says this is the time for you. Chariot says go ahead, determined, knowing that you will move forward. You will succeed. Okay. And the Knight of Cups, now we get into the third week, clarified by the Devil in the 7 of Cups. There's a bit of a hiccup here, and let's just start by talking about the Knight of Cups, because the Knight of Cups brings sort of like an added dimension here, which is the emotional dimension to your success. Okay? Now, you might, for some of you, get some heartfelt praise. That's really great. Others of you might get an offer, because the Knight of Cups is like the knight in shining armor. He's offering a cup. All right? Now, for some of you, it could be a person that you're going to meet. I don't feel that so much in this reading, because it's not a ton of love cards on this table. But I do feel more like there's either an offer here, and it's like there's recognition that feels genuine, but it may not be so genuine, or you may have to give that offer a second look. And the only reason I'm saying that is because you do have the Devil here. You have the 7 of Cups here, which says your choices are very important. Not all choices are good for us. Some are better than others. Some are illusions. Devil might be weighing on you, because it's like the golden egg is like right in front of your face, and it's saying touch it, touch it, touch it, and then it could be illusory. So if you went out to reach it, it might disappear. Okay, so all to say, just be a little bit, cognizant that in the third week, right, you might get this heartfelt praise, and that's great because it's playing on your emotions. But let me put it to you this way. If somebody came to you in the office and said, "Oh, fantastic, let me shake your hand," and you're going, "Wait a second, but where's the cash? Where's the bonus I'm supposed to get that you promised me?" Okay? That's what I'm saying about that's the emotional twist here, right? That's the emotional dimension. It's going to make you feel good to hear something from somebody, but what is it that you really want? Do you want money? Do you want to increase? What is your real victory? Okay? If the victory is just the recognition verbally, well, great, but that's one thing. But I think that sometimes we want more. We deserve more, right? We need to see it, right? Show me that I did a good job, okay? So, I just, like I said, it's just, just take it how it resonates there. It's the little bit of the wrinkle. And, that's great. It could come to you like as a, message, or some kind of important action or something like that, because nights are about action. But I do feel like you have a sort of a decision to make there, as whether you just accept that and you go further to get the full win, right? You want to win, right? You win means you get exactly what you wanted, right? It doesn't mean I just take what I'm offered and be satisfied with that. Okay. So you might have a decision to make as a regard in regard to this says, yeah. Here you go. It's fantastic. Thanks so much. Let me shake your hand. Your decision has to be, I accept that and that's good enough for me, or no, it's not good enough for me. Wait a minute. I believe you owe me some money because I was told that there was a bonus here, or I was told that I could potentially get a raise, or I was told, all right? Um, I feel like you're going to know what to do when the time comes. So don't worry, Capricorn, if you're worried about that. And this is, if this is really resonating with you, I would say don't worry. Okay. I feel like you're being acknowledged as a person, not just as a performer. And that's really important as well. Okay. So that's the good message there. We get into the last week, Ace of Cups, qualified by the Ace of Swords and clarified by the Knight of Wands. So you have two aces there, which at the end of the month is great because you certainly have a new beginning, a new emotional beginning, and a new beginning mentally, intellectually as well. So you're definitely going to feel a lot better at the end of the month, feeling quite inspirational, feeling quite emotionally open, feeling ready to sort of take on something new. For some of you, it could be renewed passion for what you do. It could be a new emotional chapter for some of you. And it could, for others of you, just simply be a deeper satisfaction and gratitude for all the things that you have in life. Now, like I said, there are not a ton of love cards on here, but you do have that, Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So, it potentially could be, love for somebody. I don't really feel that though, but I'll just put it out there in case it is for you that somebody comes along and your victory is to, feel love from somebody, right? Or have some love blossom in some way, okay? Could be the start of an, exciting liaison, but no matter what, the Ace of Cups says your cup is full, my friends, and it's still overflowing, right? So you're feeling good about it. I think it's a lovely reading, Capricorn. You have victory, you have public praise, right? You have well-deserved applause for some of you, right? And I'm just going to say that this really isn't luck, okay? It's not about luck here. This is really about the spotlight finding you for the hard work that you have done, and you deserve that, okay? So enjoy the moment because you have really worked hard for whatever this recognition, this victory is for you. I'm going to get you now an oracle message. Let's see what the oracles would like to add. What other message would you like to give to dear Capricorn for the month of March? Message. Capricorn, month of March, please. Bluebird Spirit. It is number 7, Bluebird Spirit, and it says happiness. That's lovely. Let me get the book. Number 7. Okay, the spirit of the bluebird says, all is well. Say yes to life and let your doubts dissolve. Don't wait until the future. Live life fully now. You do not need to struggle or suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds amid joy. Yes, you can, my friends. That's a beautiful way to end your reading, and I hope something resonates. I'll see you very soon, my friends. And until then, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.